It's my great pleasure to present the 2013 Ellisco Award for Community Service to Professor Ulrich Krull.
It's overwhelming. I'm honored and humbled. I had not anticipated ever presenting on this stage regardless, because I never have seen this as a particular service role. And I look at so many people in this room who have actually provided service, literally and intentionally, from the standpoint of driving this industry forward. I am humbled that you would think that what I've done is actually contributing to this particular goal. Put this to you from the standpoint of a phone call I received from Matt Priest, who basically relayed the knowledge that I had won this award. I think Matt thought I must have passed out or something, thinking the phone went dead. I didn't know how to respond. And in a sense, I'll share with you, this comes from my family upbringing. My mother, Annalise, is here. My wife, Carol, is here. The mantra in my family has always been that if you have opportunity, if you're in a position to be able to drive for the community any value proposition, you get out there and do it. This is just something that's innate. My wife has been very generous in terms of providing me the time to actually make that work and giving me the support at home so I can do these things. But I look around the room more broadly and again, I reflect on the fact that so many of you are in a sense playing this service role. I'll flip this from the standpoint of perhaps not focusing on service. It's something we do because it's the right thing to do to support our community, not just our industry. We'll take a look at that word community for a moment, and community service. And this is a very special community. A few others have alluded to it already. I have the opportunity to deal with many different technology sectors, the ICT sector, aerospace, automobile. And I find the life sciences community to be distinct in terms of characteristics, of having a sense of what community is. I wonder about people like Paul Lucas. Paul, you're one of the first people that I really met in big business in the pharma sector. And in a sense, I won't call you a mentor, that was never the relationship, but I learned a tremendous amount from you. As I did from a number of others, perhaps more me, sitting at the table. People that have been there since the beginning. Grant Gordon Surgeon, Addie Charity-Wall. People who you all know as being executive leaders of your organization, in a sense showing how a long-term commitment to the community can actually change that community for the better. But you look at these people and you ask yourself, well, why are they in the life sciences? They could have been successful in any career. They have those talents, those skills. And I reflect on it from the standpoint that perhaps life sciences provide something special. This is not just an opportunity for the standpoint of driving business. This is a business that has an impact in the social fabric, in the lives of individuals. I can walk home and say, I've made a difference, maybe saved someone's life, maybe saved a loved one, maybe created a quality of life for an individual. That's very different than going home and saying, well, I created a new video game today. And that's an important aspect to always keep in mind. I think it's something that's shared by many people in this particular group. And maybe that is more towards the life sciences, the red sector, if you will, the medical, the pharma. But believe me, it happens in the ag, biotech also, and beyond, from the standpoint of the impact in terms of quality of life. This particular sector, we know is under pressure. We've heard some speakers deal with that today also. And I'll put to you that the reason this sector has survived, and you know this, is because of innovation. This is a constantly changing business. Yes, today we know that the pharma industry, the life sciences sector is not recession-proof. Some thought it was. But the sector hasn't collapsed. In fact, it has come back. Pharma, for example, reinventing itself. These pressures bring out the best in terms of the translation of inventions into innovation. That idea of a community impact brings out the best people. And you put those two together. You take the idea that newcomers into the field, students, which will be the future leaders, want to participate not just in business success, but in changing their community. And you put them in an environment where that community embraces innovation because it is the lifeblood of moving forward. That's the opportunity for this particular sector to leap ahead. This is what Kevin Lynch was talking about today. We've heard the Master Biotech Program. Well, it is a way of taking a science-trained individual and providing them the tools to learn how to move an invention into innovation. In fact, there's a number of other biotech students, graduates in this room who are entrepreneurs and innovators. What I'll share with you is that my particular role, if you call this public service, certainly is only beginning. One of the issues that we're going to be bringing forward starting July 1st this year is a new institute within the University of Toronto located at the UTM campus. It will be called the Institute for Management and Innovation. We'll take the elements that we've learned in the Biotech program, how to take a bright individual who has some technology and move them into a position where they can actually take an invention and create an innovation out of it. It's not for entrepreneurs. This happens very broadly. It can be done in policy as well as in, if you will, molecular sciences like my background and so on. But we have a new way that we're going to introduce to the educational system as an experiment. We're looking for industry partners. We will do this first in the GTA, but I think you'll find that the most exciting opportunities from the standpoint of driving the innovation engine forward are about to arrive. So keep your eye on that. So let me summarize again by thanking LSO for the award, and perhaps even more importantly for the opportunity to say thank you to so many in this room who I consider friends, colleagues, people who have actually helped me at least make some small difference in life. But in a sense, it just reflects what you yourselves collectively are doing. So let's keep on going.